toll-free number for
What do,
gospelbillboards.org. Para español,
Part 2.
marque 9. To speak with someone on our phone team about your questions or spiritual needs, press 0.
So the title of this video, we're going to call it The
If you
Adam
know
and
the
Eve Story.
extension number of the phone team member you would like to
So
speak
I did
with,
it
you may
early so
dial
I
it at
know
any
it's
time.
real.
Otherwise, you may hold for the next available team member. This call may be recorded. Please listen to a brief
And I'm just showing this for my people that know me personally, so y'all know I'm really getting it in, and I'm really killing
Can
these
I
people.
really know what is true? What will happen to me after I die? Who is Jesus? These are very important questions, and it's crucial to know the right answer.
Oh, they better know the right answer.
If we don't, we will miss the purpose for being here on the earth,
Oh,
and we will not be prepared to meet God when we pass from this life.
okay.
Be assured, Jesus cares about you and wants you to learn who he is. He wants to put his spirit within you to guide you through life. And then, when your life is over, he wants you to live.
This is the day the Lord hath made. It's a beautiful day in Virginia. This is Ralph with Gospel Billboards.
How we doing today,
Thanks so
Mr.
much
Ralph?
for calling.
How you doing today, sir?
I'm well, and how are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good, man. I just I ran across this number, man. I've been I guess to give you a little brief, or well, am I speaking to the right person? I need to talk with like a pastor, someone that can answer a few of my questions. So
Well, we're a phone team, and so any one of us can receive the call, and I think most of us are pastors, and we're all agree that the Bible is the word of truth, and we try to answer scripturally, so...
okay, my question...
Me or somebody else, go ahead.
Well, I had talked... I spoke with someone, and they hung up on me, and I don't know, I just was trying to make sure I guess I don't know if it got disconnected or what. But I guess I'll just get right to it. My main thing, my main bit of concern, because I'm a believer, but I just have a few questions. My main question is...
Your name is...
Oh, my name? Tom.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Tom.
Tom.
Yes, sir.
My name's Ralph. I'm glad you called, Tom.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My main question is the Adam and Eve story, the creation story. It says, I was just, I've done a lot of studies, and I guess my understanding of the story is pretty much, before Adam and Eve ate the apple, did they not have the, I guess, what did eating the apple give Adam and Eve is my question.
What did it give them?
When they ate the apple, what happened to them? What change happened to them?
They were estranged from God, not because of the apple in itself, but because of their disobedience to God's command. So they had a strained relationship. They felt guilty because they had violated the explicit command of God.
And it was to not to eat of the tree of what? Of good and evil, right? The knowledge of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil.
Yes.
Okay.
The one in the midst of the garden. They had all kinds of other trees. It doesn't say how many, but there's some is freely eat of all the trees.
Right.
The enemy tempted them to.
How did they know? Well, but if they hadn't eaten of the tree of knowledge of good and evil, how did they know what was good and evil? You see what I'm saying? Because that's my main thing, and I'm trying to understand that. Eating of the tree gave them the knowledge of good and evil, which means before they ate the tree, they didn't have the knowledge of good and evil. So how exactly did that work in which that they got punished for, I guess, eating something that they had no idea was wrong? You see what I'm saying? Because they didn't have knowledge of good and evil until they ate the apple. But God told them not to eat the apple. And how were they supposed to know that? I guess my question is, how were they supposed to know that that was right? How were they supposed to know not to eat the apple?
Well, it says that I think they understood the language of God. It says in plain English in our Bibles that he told them what they may do and what they may not do. So
right, but I mean, if
what was right.
If they didn't have the knowledge of good and evil, that would be like you telling your little child not to do something and them doing it anyways. Like if eating of the tree gave them the knowledge of good and evil, right and wrong, then how exactly are they to blame for doing something wrong that they had no knowledge of good or right or wrong yet? You see what I'm saying?
Well, yes and no. I'm thinking that probably prior to their partaking of the forbidden fruit, they had a bunch of good, and they had understanding, and they weren't designed to experience evil. But because they chose to disobey, then here they had knowledge by experience of evil as well, and that was not a blessing.
Right. So my thing is, how did they know what was evil? You see, because to know evil, to know good, you have to know bad. To know right, you have to know wrong. So if they know good, the only way they could differentiate or make a claim as to what was good is to know what was bad. So prior to all that, you would have to make a claim, I guess, that they didn't know what was good or bad prior to eating of the fruit of the knowledge of good or bad. So I just can't wrap my mind around how God was supposed to expect Adam and Eve to do the right thing, and that's not partake of the fruit, if partaking of the fruit actually gave them the knowledge of right and wrong. But maybe, I don't know if I'm looking